Good morning, Flosstube. My name is Crystal, and this is my channel. This is my second video. Today is Monday, April 13th, the day after Easter. I hope you had a good Easter. Ours was very strange. I have a really bad gallbladder. Well, this hair. What was I saying? Oh, it's strange. Number one, because of everything going on. It's just so weird. It's just the weirdest to not be going to see family and friends and not be going to church. But anyway, we woke up super early. I have a 5-year-old. So we got up super early. The Easter Bunny had come and did eggs. I feel like there's a lag when I move. Maybe not. Don't know. But I was in a ton of pain. I have a really bad gallbladder, so I was in a ton of pain. So I went back to bed, slept for like 30, 45 minutes. I took some painkillers, slept for like 30, 45 minutes, and then woke up 2 minutes before church started on the computer. And then they watched it in the living room on the TV. I watched it in bed with the lights off, and I just laid there for an hour and watched church, and then we had lunch, and the kids played video games, and I stitched. I cleaned a little, I did a little homework, but it was just so weird. It was like any other day. We didn't get out of our pajamas. It wasn't like, it was so weird, but I decided I wanted to come on and film my second Flosstube video. I was planning on doing it last week, but kids being home, having homework, all that stuff, it's just been a challenge to figure out when I can do something and not be interrupted. So Grayson is currently playing video games and Zoe is on her tablet. So hopefully they just stay out there for a little while, but I will get started. I apologize about the lighting. I am locked in my bedroom. We don't have an overhead light. I have my lamps on. They cast weird lighting. And then the window is open, but it's gross outside. And it's freezing and windy. And winter's not over. But, so I will start with, I have a lot to show. And it's all in this bucket over here and not organized. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to start with FFOs. So last time I showed, last time I showed the March Year in Chalk by Hands On Design, and then I finished April's. So this just pops off, and there's washers and magnets, pardon all the glue on the back. But yeah, it just pops on and off. This is a frame that I got from a thrift shop. I paid 49 cents for it, painted it white, and there is black and white gingham fabric back there. And then I have a burlap bow. Those are like mounted on the piece, and then the only thing that changes is the stitch piece. A lot of people will have their backing attached to their stitch piece and they'll like replace it, and I might do that for other pieces, but for these black and white ones that are mostly black and white, I just wanted something that wouldn't change, that I wouldn't have to do all that every single time, especially because I would probably use the black and white backing anyway. So there's that one. Actually, I will do, pardon the noise, a different backing, and I'll show you one right now, kind of all over the place. So last time I showed, did I? I thought I showed the March Lizzie Kate Flip It Stamp. Yes, I think that's what it's called. I think I showed this. It's on like chipboard, and then there's 2 different layers of fabric wrapped. I messed up somewhere in his hat and then just kept going until I couldn't find my mess up, so I just kept going until it looked kind of like a hat. So, and I said last time I stitch on 14 count Aida, so that other one was black 14 count Aida that I bought on Amazon. I got 2 pieces for $7.99. I just don't think you can beat the price, and especially in times like this where I'm currently not working and receiving a paycheck. My husband is, but I don't know what's going to happen, and honestly, I've never been one to spend.
No.
Go ask sister to fix the Wii. I knew that was going to happen. But I've never been one to really spend a whole lot of money anyway, so I'm just using what fabric I can afford right now. So that was the March one, and then I finished April. So instead of doing 2 layers of fabric, because y'all are going to see a bunch of finished pieces that I haven't FFO'd because I don't have the stash to do it. I buy as I go. So this is on like a little wooden, I don't know what it's called, 6x6 inch little wooden board. I got it at Walmart, super cheap. But instead of doing 2 layers of fabric, I just did the larger size layer of fabric and then finished the stitch piece. It's super cute. And then I felt like it was kind of plain, so I just took some pink fabric and like ripped it and tied it in a knot. And it's attached. And my phone's ringing now. Hold on. Pardon that. Okay. I have no idea what I was saying. But I love the little Lizzie Kate stamps. They're so cute and sweet. So yeah. That's that piece. Finished. I have a feeling children are getting ready to come in here and complain about the Wii. Alright, so next we'll do finishes. I have a bunch of them. Those are plans. Okay, so the first one I will show you. I can't really show the pattern, but it's the Home Freebie by Little Stitch Girl. What's the problem?
You might need new batteries.
Okay. Go back out there. Sister will handle it. Shut the door. I'm not dealing with the Wii right now. Do you need batteries?
Yeah.
How many? What size? How many?
2 doubles.
Take them and go. Thank you. Shut the door, please. Shut the door, please.
I'm asking him to.
Now.
My hands are full.
They never leave. I'd never get a minute. I just wanted a little bit. So, the times. Sign of the times. So anyway, this is the Home Freebie by Little Stitch Girl, part of the Be Well and Stitch movement, and I finished it. It is super cute. I don't know how I'm going to fully finish this one. I have ideas on some of the other ones. I have no idea on this one. So we'll see. We'll see on that. So there's that one. Bloop, 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 bloop. This is what the Flip It stamps look like. Little things. Whips. Okay, another finish was Peter's Day Out by Lindy Stitches. This one I'll probably turn into a pillow. There it is. Super cute. I just love it. I do like, okay, I don't understand though the pants. Why there's this, can you see that? This little, and it's on the pattern. There's 6 stitches missing. I don't know. I might go back in and fill those. It looks a little weird to me, but there's Peter's Day Out. That one was cute. And then I'm doing Whip Go this year. And I just started in whatever month we're in, April. So the numbers that were pulled, and my plan is to start a piece and work for 10 hours on it. They're all pieces, well, not all. Almost all of them are pieces out of magazines, old magazines. So, well, not all old magazines. A lot of them are out of old magazines. And I put them all on my Whip Go board because I wanted to make sure that I would start them. But this was from the July-August 1988 issue of Cross Stitch Country Craft magazine. And I wanted to do the little Americana. And so I started it as one of my Whip Go pieces. And I got everything except these top 2 flowers done in the 10 hours. And then I was like, I gotta finish it. So I did the top 2 flowers. So I worked a little over 10 hours on it and finished it. And it's cute. I know how I want to finish this. I want to turn it into a pillow. And I want the back to be denim. I think I want to find a pair of children's jeans from the thrift store, or maybe ones Grayson has grown out of, and make sure I get a piece with the little kid. It's going to have to be little kid jeans. Make sure I get a piece with the pocket, like the back pocket, because I think it'd be really cute if the back of the pillow was denim with a little pocket in it. And you could, like, I don't know, tuck something. I don't know what you would tuck in there, but so that's it. I really liked this one, and I feel like even though it's in an old magazine, it's still kind of timeless. The only thing is the color for the seeds. You can probably barely see the seeds. The color for the seeds were 610 drab brown. I do wish that they had been black. And it didn't really strike me as a problem until I was already done with it. And then I was looking at it going, you can't even see those seeds. So before I finish it, I might pull those out or just honestly go over it with some 310 DMC. This was done on 14 count. They're all done on 14 count. Tea-dyed, Ada, and then I baked it. And so you get that, like, kind of modeling effect. And it's funny, I was at church before this whole situation started, and I was working on Bloomtopia. And someone walked up to me and they said, "Did your grandmother give that fabric to you? Looks really old." I was like, "No, I did it myself." Okay, so I had Americana, Peter's Day Out, Home Freebie, and I have two more finishes. So I have, this one was out of the 2020 spring issue of Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. I got the magazine subscription because I wanted to do Priscilla and Chelsea's things, but I definitely want to stitch that piece that's in that magazine on black. And I am currently working on the Seasons in Chalk in black. And stitching on black, I have so much tension in my neck and my shoulders. I get a headache. I don't know what my issue is stitching on black. I love the way it turns out and looks. It is so hard for me to do. So I'm going to try and work on the Seasons in Chalk this year and get through as many of those as I can, and the Year in Chalk from Hands-On Design. And then next year I will work on the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher, those patterns by them, because I love them. They're just, I can't show you the pattern because I didn't print out. I'm trying to save ink, so I only printed out the page that I needed. So there it is. This is Spring Hair Etching, and it is so stinking sweet. Again, on 14 count tea dyed Aida. I don't use coffee, just tea. And I love it. I love it. And this one I want to turn into a pillow. I want to turn into a longer pillow. So this will be the top piece, and then the bottom piece will be, I want to do like a pink crushed velvety kind of with maybe some rickrack running across in like off-white or pink, not white. And then the back, I want to do, hair, like a brown polka dot fabric. So I want to turn that into a pillow. And I will do all of that, just not right now. And then my last finish for this time, I feel like that's quite a bit in 2 weeks. That's pretty good. So this is Fresh Eggs by the Dozen by Cherry Hill Stitchery on Etsy. It's super simple. I thought it would go really fast, and it did. It took, I think, like 2 evenings I worked on it. And here it is. It's so cute. It's so cute. So I used, it calls for Weeks Dye Works 3900 Kohl. I used $37.99, I believe, DMC. Because I'm just trying to save those pennies, y'all. But again, this is on 14 count tea dyed Aida. And y'all, I get the big, huge roll from either Joann's or Walmart. Chop it into the size that I need, and I tea dye it. And I keep hearing people say there's no cross-stitch police. It just needs to be what you like and what you're comfortable with. And for me, I love it. I think the fabric, I love the fabric the way it is. I want to enjoy this, and it's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be something, I started cross-stitch because I needed something to get my mind races. And I go through the list like over and over and over of all the things I need to do as a mom, for church, for other ministry that I'm in, for school, for my husband, for the house, at my job. Like, it just races. And so this was a way for me to, because you have to concentrate, not like concentrate, but you have to like stop what you're doing, look at it, and pay attention to the holes. And so this was a way for me to get my brain to stop. And it's working, and I'm loving it. And if it becomes hard or a pain in the you-know-what, I won't do it anymore. And then I'll have to find something else. And y'all, I just need to stop scrolling Facebook. I just wanted to find something that I could stop scrolling Facebook. So that's what cross-stitching is for me. And so I need to enjoy it. And 14 count Aida for right now is my jam. And I think it's pretty. And I know how I'm going to finish it. I'm going to get a piece of wood, cheapy wood. I'm going to stain it. Our dining room table, we refinished an old farm table, and the top is this like dark gray, real dark gray stain. And so I'm going to stain the board, and then I want to just do like a flat, you know, fit that on there. And then I want to do like blue stripe ticking fabric, torn, kind of look rustic around the edge. So you're not going to see a whole lot of the board, but that's what I want. I think I see like 6 stitches where I went the opposite direction. Can you all see that? Oh well. Not going to worry about it. So we will move on to whips. What I did the last 2 weeks besides those finishes. So one of my whips was homegrown. It is the Stitch Quarterly pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. I realize I did a ton of complaining about this last time, and I don't mean to complain. I love, love, love Fat Quarter Shop. I think they have the best customer service out of any company, not just cross stitch companies, any company I've ever dealt with. They are just the friendliest, and they really care. They really care about their customers, and so I do not mean to complain about them at all. But y'all, that's a lot of brown. I'm not wrong. So I joined the Enchanted Stitching, blah, 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 the group, whatever, on Facebook. And that has helped me have a goal. Have a goal. So one of the goals was to stitch 1,000 stitches on an item. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what the prompt was, but I got 2 more letters done. I'm so excited. This is on 14 count, fabric flare, whitewashed, Ada, maybe? I don't know. From Fat Quarter Shop. I love the fabric. I know how I'm going to finish this as soon as that O is done. It's a sunflower. So I am going to create a black and white gallery wall of photos from Door County, which is our favorite place to go. And they're all going to be off my Instagram, so they'll be squares. So this will be perfect there when I finish it. So I'm super excited to have a lot more of that done. So now all I have is the flower, which will be much more enjoyable because it'll be some color. So that's exciting that I got that far on that. What else do I have over here? Bloomtopia. Bloomtopia. Nope, this is not Bloomtopia. This is Quilty Love. I do not have the cover sheet in here. Nope. This is my 3rd round of Quilty Love, also from Fat Quarter Shop. I did the original, which was a Valentine's Day. I did some pastel-y colors for Easter, and now I am doing 4th of July. This was another Enchanted Stitching prompt, and it was to stitch a bunch of red. So I worked on a lot of red. Again, 14 count, tea-dyed Ada. I got real close, y'all. Because this goes down a little bit further, but I was stitching that red, and I was like, I'm not going to have enough fabric. I'm not going to have enough fabric. And I do. I have just an inch, I think, but that's okay. It'll be just fine, just fine. So plugging away at that one. I figure if I work on it a little bit each week, it will be done before Memorial Day, which is my goal for a lot of my Americana pieces. It's to be done by then. Speaking of Americana, I don't remember what the prompt was for this. If I have, I do. Stars and Stripes. This is the next Seasons in Chalk. You can find these are Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine. You can find these in just cross stitch from 2016, and I get them from anniescatalog.com. So I got all the seasons from 2016, and I have all of the patterns. So this is the one I'm working on. It is in black and white because, again, saving ink, saving pennies, saving ink, saving pennies. This was, I don't know, some sort of crazy prompt. Do a ton of stitches. Do a ton of stitches. So I did a ton, is that right? Yeah, of stitches. I had it in a small hoop, that's why you see the ring, and I didn't iron it yet. But I've got a little bit more done on the flag, started in on the stars, and that bottom flower. So I'm just going to put a little bit in every week. Put a little bit in every week. Who is calling now? For the love of Pete. So that's another one I worked on. Oh, another one. One of the prompts was to work on something that had a tongue in it, which is weird. But I pulled out Penelope and Peep. I understand that Easter is over. I don't care. I'm still going to plug along on it. And it is so cute. So cute. I messaged them, asked a question. See, I got most of the bow done and then I was passing out. So I was like, no, girl, go to bed. I messaged them to see if there's going to be, this is Sip of the Seasons is the series. There's going to be 4, maybe? I can't remember. But I asked if they would all be the same size. They said yes. So I plan on doing one finishing, kind of like those other things I switch out, and then I'll switch out for all the seasons. So here's my question though. I love Penelope and her cup. I don't know if I love the border. So I'm going to finish Penelope and then think about it. It might get put away for a little while. I don't want to regret not doing it. It's so cute, and there is a little chick down there. There's 2 chicks in the border. I just don't know. I don't know. I'll probably do it, but we shall see. So, worked on that. I don't know where Bloomtopia went. I worked on Bloomtopia. I think I put it back in my box for this week. Because the next... Yeah, I put it back in the box because today's Monday. On Wednesday, the next little section comes out on the 15th, so I'll show that next time. But I did part 5, so that got done, and then that's haul and a whip. Okay, so my last one that is just a whip was my other WhipGo piece. Again, WhipGo is they pick 2 numbers every month, whatever is on your board. Go check it out on Facebook. They explain it much better than I do. But my second pull for April it's called Faith in Bloom. It is from the April 2020 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And it's so pretty. I knew there was no way this was going to get done in April. I'm really glad that I didn't just say, my goal is to start something and finish it that month, because this is just not going to happen. This is the first piece I've ever done that is just straight up confetti. And it's going to take a long time. It's probably going to take me the rest of the year. I hope to have it done by next Easter. So I worked 10 hours on it, and I got a good bit done. This is done on 14 count antique white Aida Yeah, that's right. The lighting. So there you go. It is a lot of confetti. So much confetti. So the cross will go like that. So this is the big bottom. 10 hours. 10 hours. And I only got that far. So that one's getting put away for a little bit. I'll probably bring it out like every other week. I would put it in the same category as stitching on black. It was a little stressful, and I feel like I need to get out of the mindset that I just need to get things done, because if that's my mindset, then I'm just going to be tense and disappointed. So, now I will move on to haul. Yeah. Well, no, I'll just show this real quick. So last time I showed fireworks on the 4th from Stone Street Stitchworks. I love this pattern. And I have not started it. This is one of my plans to work on this week. Why did I think I already started this? But I have my little fabric and all my colors. So this is one of my plans to work on this week. It's for a prompt, I think. I can't remember. The weekly challenges haven't come out yet. As of 1:03 p.m. So, I don't know. I'll probably be adding a bunch more stuff whenever that comes out. But another thing I plan to work on this week, and I've already been working on it today, is Christmas Eve at Darlington Abbey. This is from Twin Peak Primitives. One of the monthly prompts is to work on something with a road, car, landmark. I decided that looks like a road. That's going to be a road. I'm going to go with it. And so I need to stitch 1,000 pieces on this month. And I just love it anyway. I want to get a jump start on some of these winter ones because I won't sit down and do this whole thing at one time. This is something I'll get my 1,000 stitches in, and I'll put it away for a little while, and I'll pull it out and do a little each week or each month or every other week or something like that. So I did start it because it's on my plans to work on this week, and this is haul. That's why I was very confused how I was going to do that. So this is haul and plans for this week, and that's what I was working on this morning. So I've gotten a little bit of a start. I always do white first. I don't know why. But this is 14 count Aida that I dyed in charcoal gray Rit. And I'm pretty happy with it other than like big chunks like that. That has to be from the salt. I followed the instructions on the container. It's the first time I've ever used it. I am not an expert. I cannot answer any questions. I just will say that I followed the instructions. And I got some spots. But it's okay. It's very pretty. And this is very white up here. I think that's because it was folded a little bit. I don't know. But it's different, and I like it. And I wanted some sort of gray to match. I wanted everything to really pop, especially the top up here. And the word Silent Night. It's just so cute. Just so cute. So that's haul and plans. And then my last thing I'll show you is haul and plans. So I have, you know how most people can't stand their in-laws? I'm not one of those people. I have the best mother-in-law. She is just nice as can be, and she loves my kids and spoils them, and I love it. And she has helped us out immensely in personal situations that I won't talk about, but she's just so nice and so generous, and she is an enabler, and I love it. I love it. But she got me, it's all squashed in here. I'm not going to even try and get it out. Kringles. Y'all, I am so excited. I am so excited. I am starting this week. One of the prompts, and they may have done this because everyone got this pattern. One of the prompts in Enchanted Stitching is to stitch like 950 stitches in something with a toy in it. And I was like, ah, perfect. This came and is perfect. So that's one of the monthly challenges. And I just love it. I don't know where I'll start. I'll probably honestly do the bricks. Because that'll give me a good like base. And then I can do those little vignettes. But she got me that, and she got me fabric, 14 count, ivory, Ada, and then all the floss. I'm just doing PMC. And I am so stinking excited. But y'all, this piece is massive. I have always done these like little small ones, and so this piece it's so big. It's so big. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is probably going to be the first piece that once I finish it, I get professionally framed. I'm so excited. So I am for sure working on Kringles this week. I'm going to get 950 stitches done this week. I am working on Christmas Eve at Darlington Abbey. The goal is to get 1,000 stitches in that this week. And then I'm going to work on fireworks on the 4th. I love that firework up there. And the barn is just so cute. So, that is everything. That is finishes, whips, haul, plans, all of the things. So, I wanted to ask a question. And now I have forgotten what my question was. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that you will come back. I'm going to try and do this again next Monday. We will see. If I don't, if it's not up, then it'll be up the following Monday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do weekly videos. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get, obviously, enough time by myself. I've been on here 38 minutes and I did get interrupted. And that's just, it's pushing it. So we'll see. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.